Hello everyone, welcome to another bit of fun. We're back with the ranking of Amiga platformers. Fortunately, I've neglected to hook up my thing correctly. Let's see, we need to make this. This is not working out too well. There we go. All right, stand by. I'm just going to launch everything again. Okay. Now we're in business. Yeah, I decided to do Kid Chaos since we were talking about Kid Chaos. But don't worry, James Pond will be coming soon. An Andrew Moore Sean Southern game. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got an option to enter password, which means that you can skip. You can do level skips. Let's go into options. We can have both music and sound effects, which is good. Control. Not sure what whiz does. Slightly disturbing. Okay, so we got up for jump, fire for jump. Wow. And then down. Okay. I've never played James Pond for a PlayStation. Maybe that was something that only got an EU release. Okay. So far, very impressive. We got the loading screens and things are neat. Okay, so we need to destroy 35 things. And then exit through the door. Okay, so this is definitely what Amiga Bong was talking about, how the reason why this game may look so brown in the foreground is because of the colorful backgrounds, just because of the way that the Amiga draws graphics. Okay, and the things that you collect seem to give you stuff. Checking on the fruit here to see what the fruit gives you. Okay. Your guy does look pretty poorly animated. The fact that he continues to run, like, in place while he's going up in the air, I don't know, that seems poor. I guess the fruit is there basically just for score. So that would be... I set down for whiz, but it doesn't seem to be working. I wonder... I guess that star means that I've... Do you think that... Okay, so this is a... I'm guessing that's a checkpoint. will say this is the epitome of music that I hate for the Amiga. But that is a entirely subjective viewpoint that will not be reflected in the score of the game. This sounds like a freaking demo crack screen. I will say that it's not much fun to destroy these flowers. Like, I'd much rather collect something or kill enemies than just like wreck static objects. I understand they were trying for something new. Okay, there's the whiz. Level seems quite long for the amount of flowers that you have to get rid of. Okay, so this is a neat thing where it tells you exactly, so it gives you a reason for replayability. That's cool. This sounds like the song from Mortal Kombat. It would really be better if these collectibles did something besides just add it to your score. Let's check and see if there's instant death by spikes. Nope, so that's a good thing. It's weird that your health is out of 100. They are pretty generous with your health, though. Yeah, I like that too, that every level is named. This is just a very inane concept of destroying flowers. Like, I don't understand how that's really edifying. The flowers are static. It's not particularly hard to defeat them. I guess it's just because you've got tons of tood, because you're a teenage caveman. I don't know if you guys remember this from our podcast episode that we did on this show. Do we have a secret area? Trying to get the whiz going. Couldn't get the whiz going. But they originally wanted to call this game Kid Vicious. But the estate of Sid Vicious said no. I don't know what exactly the estate of Sid Vicious is sitting around doing. But apparently they caught wind of wanting to name this game something that rhymed with Sid Vicious. And I guess, I don't know, you guys have those wacky libel suits in England. Maybe they didn't want Amiga games besmirching the good name of the saint of Sid Vicious. Yeah, keep waiting, Andy. That's not gonna happen. I don't think I'm going to do isometric platformers. I think I'm going to stick to the side scrollers, or at least I'll do all the side scrollers before I delve deeper into isometric stuff. To me, that's a different kind of game. It would require a different sort of spreadsheet. So I think all these tracks so far have been different. I mean, they've all been garbage, but they've all been different, so that's something good. I like the hidden area thing. It is sort of the epitome of laziness that they built in the attack into the jump, I think. Let's see where this takes us. I could probably do without the pop-up health update. You know, I can look at my health down there in the corner quite easily. Oh, I just, whatever I feel like. Like, I was going to do James Pond, but then we started talking about Kid Chaos, and I was like, well, I'll do Kid Chaos. I think I'm going to try and do some of the big hits first, and then I'll move on to the more obscure. I think Lemon lists something like 900 Amiga platformers. So this will be a long-running series. Come on. Oh, come on. So I do like his Superman animation there. It's pretty cool. I don't like that blind jump into spikes. Not cool. Punishing the player for exploring. Never a good idea. You want to reward the player for exploration, not punish him. Or her. Is this going to slide back out? Yes. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of that. So far, time has not been an issue. One more try and then we'll move on. I feel like I'm just going around in circles. There's the instant death by spikes. So yeah, this is not cool. I'm not enjoying this. The enemies are few and far between and pose no real threat to you. This is a very Brian the Lion type enemy. Oh yeah, I need to be bashing a lot more flowers. Oh. Now can he swim? Okay, so he just kind of floats to the top. And then can I double jump out of there? No. Once you're in the water, you're in the water. Apparently Kid Chaos, while he has not mastered the art of swimming, he's mastered the art of breathing underwater. An important skill for every young caveman. Yeah, I feel like we've backtracked through this particular section many a time now. This game would look a lot better if everything were more colorful. That was my main point of contention with this game when we reviewed it on the show. So I've got to go this way. And I can't go this way, I've got to keep on going this way. Nope, I guess not. Eric, you're the second person to mention Risky Woods on this stream. Last night, somebody else mentioned it. It's nice to see you, Eric. It's been a while. Oh no, it's the instant death spikes. I fell for it again. Do I have to start? Looks like I have to start from the first level again. Yeah, all those songs sound like y'all ready for this. That's it's that. It's all the same crap. Yeah, 2 Unlimited. That's right, Eric. They made a lot of money on that song. It's played at every US sporting arena, every game. You know, this is obviously a Sonic the Hedgehog type ripoff. But if you look at the way that Kid, I mean, he does have 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got like 6 frames of running animation. It's not. I mean, it's not. I don't want to say it's bad, but it's just it's not of Sonic quality. Okay, so I can make it through this 2 levels of this game, and I considered myself to be a pretty competent platformer. It's not the fact that the game is too hard, it's that the level doesn't tell you where you need to go. And you have these, you know, you have these disappearing platforms, and once you've fallen down, it's like, well, do I need to get back up there? Should I have not gone up there at all? Huh. You have regenerating health in this game. See, that's interesting. Annoying. This is something that happens in Sonic games too, where you're trying to progress and you accidentally hit a spring and you get sent backward. No, no, I don't want to go backwards. No! My gosh. I just want to go forward. I want to make forward progress in this level. No, it's not. It's the opposite of what of fitting. If you're, I mean, to me, this is like great music for a shooter. a futuristic sports game like what's that Bitmap Brothers game? Speedball? This seems like that would fit in perfect with that. Okay. I'm not that upset. I'm just sort of irked. I think this is where I got into trouble last time. See, it's like even I started running full speed. Even when you run full speed, you still fall down. I don't know. This may be a game where, you know, a lot of times when I come back to a game that we play on the show, my second time through, I'll have a more favorable opinion of it. My opinion of this game has actually decreased somewhat since the first time that I played it. I actually think it's a slightly worse game. I mean, the level design is not conducive to making the player feel like they're being awesome, and that's what you want. When you play a video game, you want to feel like you're being awesome. All right, we made it to the end of the level. Yeah, definitely, Ricky. Okay, so you can't, the Apple, the collection thing. Okay, so you know, I will not dock this game points for having pointless collectibles because they do track your apples as a, you know, if you want to get 100% completion on every level. And I think that that's important in a platformer. You want to have replayability. So that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I think in the documentation they go into the reason why. I think it's just because you're a dude with attitude, as many dudes were in the 90s. But you're a caveman too, so you're extra dudelicious. The game itself is not challenging. You know, the enemies don't pose any particular threat. You're mostly playing against the level design, you know, just like all these hills, and then you get momentum, and then you can't stop yourself. You're having to retrace your steps all the time. Yeah, that's how all cavemen dress, I guess, is that they all immediately watch Back to the Future 2, and then they start dressing like this. I could have sworn that I've played this level before. Did I make it to the third level last time? Yeah, because this is this again. Our old friend, this. It's no Prehistoric 2 either. Yeah, like, in fact, it would be cool, like, Barkbit, it would be cool if it was like, he's some kind of a Luddite, right? He's a caveman, and he's crushing all the new technology, like signs, and, you know, TVs and stuff like that. Like, he's like, you need to go back to the caveman days. He should say that, too. The spikes! I did it again! But again, you know, Amiga Bong, this is another example of how, you know, it's like, how many players do you think continue to play this game past the first level to see any more of this content? I mean, I'm into it a half an hour now, and you know, I've seen nothing but flowers, and and nonsense and that stupid spike pit over and over again. And it, you know, it's like and I play a lot of platformers. Again, you know, all you have to do is look to the Mario genre where the levels, the environments change every level. You have an overworld, then you go to the sewer, then you go to the treetops, then you go to the castle. I'm sure the rest of these levels are great. I'd love to see them. But I can't get past this part of the game. And a part of it is, you know, maybe Europeans just like this sort of, you know, this kind of reminds me of Turrican too, in a way, where the levels are, they're sort of meant to be maze-like. And I'd rather levels be more linear. I don't like to backtrack. I don't like to feel like I'm lost. Maybe so, or maybe they, you know, they played games like this and they're like, well, I'm selling my Amiga and I'm buying a console so I can play a platformer that isn't so bad. Okay, so we've got some disappearing and reappearing things, but I don't think I can get to any of them, so maybe I have to access them through. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Yojo is another example of level design that's just like this. And I'm not here to knock the maze platformer as a genre. It's just not my cup of tea, and that's why in the official ranking of the Amiga platformers, you know, I wouldn't dock a game for that sort of thing. The only kind of thing like that is like, can I complete the first level in under 5 minutes? And I can in this game, so. It's like, okay, I worked so hard to get back to the surface. I really hope that I can remain here at the surface for a while. No! Jump. And I've forgotten that I was supposed to be killing these flowers. Hopefully that won't be an issue. I agree. How do you say your name? Is it Ingwe? Give me some assistance, please. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. But I totally agree with what you're saying. Oh yeah, I mean that was the logic that that was employed, but it's faulty logic, I think, for the most part. Which is why, if you look at the successful platformers, the sort of evolution of what makes a platformer successful, you know, they do away with a lot of the, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a long game, but it needs to be broken up in ways that keep the game exciting and new, you know? There's nothing wrong with having a hard game, as long as you have a difficulty curve that is advantageous to the player. Well, that's going to do it for our Kid Chaos run through. Let's see where it ranks on the rank of platformers. So we will open up DevTools for some reason. Try that again. Okay. And take a look at our spreadsheet. Okay, so game number 4 is Kid Chaos. Okay, wonky controls. No, controls are fine on Kid Chaos. Time limit, There is a time limit. However, it never stopped me, so I'm not going to dock it. Cannot beat level 1 in under 5 minutes. Nope, can do it. No in-game music. Music loops under 1 minute. Nope, in-game music was fine. Lazy character animation. No. You know, the enemies were all animated well. Meaningless collectibles. Every collectible had a meaning. Blind jumps, yes. No alternate endings, branching paths, overworld map choice. No. Okay, they do have a password system. They do have checkpoints. No power-ups, right? There are no power-ups in Kid Chaos. So Kid Chaos ranks in as a 7 on the ranking of Amiga platformers. So that will do it for this week's edition of Ranking of Amiga Platformers. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Adios.